There was once a boy named Kai, born in the outskirts of a chaotic city, where dreams often died before they even had the chance to live. He was neither the smartest nor the strongest. He wasn't born into wealth, nor did he inherit a name that opened doors. What he had was a quiet fire in his chest, a flicker that came alive every time someone told him, "You can't." Kai worked long hours at a small repair shop to support his mother, who was chronically ill. His world was small, wrench in hand, grease on his shirt, and thoughts of a better life haunting his mind. Yet deep inside, he wanted more, not for glory, but for freedom, not for applause, but for purpose. Every day, on his way home, he passed by a billboard that read, "One decision can change your life." He used to scoff at it. Easy for them to say. He'd mutter, but one day, that quote would no longer be words. It would become his battle cry. One rainy evening, Kai was packing up the shop when an old man walked in, drenched and coughing. "Car trouble?" Kai asked. "No," the old man said, his eyes sharp despite the years. "Life trouble." Kai offered him tea, and they spoke late into the night. The old man, Mr. Renji, had once been a high-level executive who left it all behind to teach young people how to build mental toughness. "Young man," Renji said, "you are standing on the edge of two lives. One is safe but small. The other is dangerous, uncertain, but extraordinary." Kai chuckled. "And how do I cross that edge?" Renji leaned forward, with a 10-second choice. Renji explained a rule passed down by warriors, athletes, and sages throughout time. In the moment of hesitation, count to 10, and choose courage over comfort. 10 seconds. That's all it takes to either step forward into growth or shrink back into safety. Kai didn't believe it, until life gave him a chance to test it. Weeks later, an opportunity came, a national scholarship program for engineering students. If he got in, it would change his life. But there was a catch. The deadline was in 48 hours. And Kai didn't have half the qualifications on paper. Worse yet, it required a video submission, something he feared deeply. He sat in his room that night, fear closing in like a prison. "You're not good enough. You'll embarrass yourself. You're just a mechanic." The voice in his head screamed, "Don't try." Then, he remembered Renji's words. He stood in front of the camera. His hands shook. "Count to 10, he whispered. 1, his heart raced. 2, his throat dried. 3, sweat gathered at his brow. 4, his fingers trembled. 5, his mind screamed to stop. 6, his legs wanted to run. 7, he felt like a fraud. 8, 9, 10, and he hit record. That was the moment Kai chose courage. Weeks passed. No response. Kai went back to the repair shop, the noise of drills and engines echoing louder than the silence of his inbox. Doubt crept in again. Maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe I'm not enough. But then the call came. "Congratulations, Kai, you've been selected." His hands went numb. He dropped the phone. He had been accepted. And not just accepted, he was ranked among the top 10 applicants nationwide. His raw honesty in the video, his story of grit, moved the panel to tears. Kai went on to university, struggling through every subject, every exam, every sleepless night, but something had changed. He now lived by one simple law. Every time fear speaks, answer it with a 10-second choice. He began raising his hand in class when he used to hide. He volunteered to speak when his voice used to shake. He said yes to opportunities that scared him. And one by one, those small 10-second choices rewrote his life. Years passed. Kai graduated top of his class. He was offered a job at a global engineering firm. He spoke at conferences. He returned home to build a new house for his mother. And then one day, he stood on a stage before thousands of students. He looked out at a sea of young faces, afraid, uncertain, just like he once was. He told them his story. And he ended with this. "Every day, life will offer you two doors. One leads to comfort, the other to courage. You have 10 seconds to choose." Most people wait. Winners act. Because in the end, it's not luck. It's not talent. It's not even opportunity that separates winners from losers. It's the choice you make in those 10 seconds. The crowd was silent. Then the applause erupted like a storm. Dear dreamers, you who feel small, you who feel behind, you who are waiting for the right moment, stop waiting. Greatness doesn't come wrapped in certainty. It comes when you dare, in fear, In doubt, to act anyway. The winners in life aren't the ones who feel no fear. They're the ones who move forward despite it. The voice that says, "You're not good enough," will never go away. But now you have a weapon. 10 seconds. 10 seconds to say, "I'll speak up. I'll start today. I'll send that application. I'll chase that dream." It only takes one moment to change your entire life. So the next time fear whispers, I dare you to answer it with action. Count to 10, and choose courage. If this story lit a fire inside you, subscribe to our channel for more powerful lessons, inspiring journeys, and stories that awaken your strength. Let this be the first of many steps on your path to greatness. Like, comment, and share if you believe in the power of one choice. And remember, you're always one decision away from a completely different life. Stay with us, more stories await.